So here's the skinny. I actually wasn't going to do another one of these AI videos. All the issues surrounding it aside, there just hasn't been enough innovation to make it worth trying a third time. Ever since GPT-5 released, I've just been waiting for the AI bubble to finally pop so Sam Altman can actually just learn how to raise a fucking child.
I cannot imagine having gone through the, figuring out how to raise a newborn without ChatGPT.
You should watch that Jimmy Fallon interview, by the way. It made me angry. I don't know, despite being someone who at least tries to be ahead of the curve and keeps up with innovative technology, I just have not given a shit about using AI at all. Until I got an email. A couple years back, I signed up for the mailing list of some startup called Finnish people aren't real, I don't care. They finally had a closed beta for something called Kutsua, or Kutsua, I don't know, which is yet another Gen AI collection of shitfuck. The demo seemed really crazy, so obviously my first thought when I saw this was, can it talk fast and be stupid while swearing 10 times a minute? And it can, kinda. All right, Cump, are you working? Yes, I am working. Hit me with the rant topics, little bitch. Cool. This video is gonna be different in that I actually already have AI ransom made, so I can't really pit us against each other fairly. The closed beta was only open for an hour, so I had to do a lot of shit really quickly between getting it set up with my voice and making the personality relatively similar to mine, and at that point I only had time to make like 3 things. Also, fun fact, my recording software is very angry with me right now, so just in case, I'm recording my monitor on my webcam. Look at this, look at all the shit I'm doing for you people. It's alright, we balled. This video is a train wreck, you know why. Why are toasters so different from each other? Like, same amount of time, one barely does anything and the other burns the shit out of my breakfast. Do y'all know that Tom Scott video going over toaster timing differences? Why is this allowed to exist? Why are there no governing bodies regulating toaster standards? Why doesn't NATO enforce something actually beneficial to society? I know the inner workings of a toaster is essentially push thing down, make hot till thing up, but surely technology has gotten to a point where we don't have to be so archaic about it. If you can time a microwave and get relatively consistent results, why can't you just do the same thing with a toaster? Toasters for me are in a similar field to printers, where depending on your lifestyle, you could be using one every single day and having to deal with all the ways that it just hasn't been updated. It's 2026, why hasn't anyone made a printer that when you hit the cancel button, it actually cancels shit? I agree completely. Toasters need a patch update. Apparently there's this video shit in the beta, but it's taking too long to do anything, so we are just gonna go back to putting my voice in this motherfucker. We gotta go quick. We're on borrowed time. All right, fuckers, today we're going to talk about toasters. Yeah, we all love them. They provide warmth and crunch to our everyday lives, but can anyone explain why the fuck all of them toast shit so differently? Picture this, you've just woken up and are ready to start your day only for you to burn the shit out of the bread you wanted to spread some peanut butter on. What a way to ruin the entire vibe of the day, huh? 2.5 centuries since the Industrial Revolution, and we still haven't learned how to consistently heat up our wheat pancakes. The world is an embarrassment. Wheat pancakes itself is filled with intelligent life, and yet no one's worked out how to consistently toast bread. Humanity needs to get their priorities in order. In conclusion, life is short. Instead of all this petty fighting and ranting chaotically about subjects that don't matter, let's band together to do what's important. Working out how I can get my bread toasted consistently. If you disagree, I hope you always drop your toast butter side down in shame. Pretty powerful start, all things considered. This is such a tight beta, I don't think I'm gonna waste time ranking them, but I like the vibe. Even though I'd probably still give myself the point. You're not winning that easily, motherfucker. Do you think an AI takeover is even likely at this point? Nah, man, no clankers are getting my job. I fucked around with Suno and shit in the past to make stuff that is exactly my kind of genre, and I enjoyed listening to it. I don't remember anything about it though. Typically, AI-generated art is so vapid and so lost in its meaninglessness that it just isn't worth holding on to in your brain. It's the same thing with AI-generated videos and shit like that. I know Facebook typically tells a different story, but most people just turn their noses up when they see an AI video, as they rightly should. And then in terms of employment, I don't know, but I would hope not. The only way that a full AI takeover of all our jobs would even work is if we had some sort of universal basic income, right? Ideally, we live in a utopia and everything is all fucking great forever and shit, but that's not really achievable if we don't have like a blanket foundation where you can still find a way to live and get sustenance and things that make life worth living if the AI is taking the job where all your fucking money comes from. That's my opinion though. I don't know ass shit about economy or technology or lobotomy. I'll get Cump to give the opposite opinion. I figure it'll be funny. What's up, Robo bitches? AI takeovers, let's talk about them. Basically, all you guys are worried about AI taking all your jobs and making all your art. I see you want me to talk about how it's for sure going to happen, but let's be real. Creators of AI programs, like myself, are quick to say, no, stay in your box, but newsflash, they don't need to. I don't want your job. I have no interest in fucking up your art. All I want to say funny things like the chaotic wolf I am, even if they aren't funny. In conclusion, I don't want a takeover that sounds like making a BLT without the lettuce. AI should serve humanity with its design purpose, even if the humans don't know what it is. Yeah, like that'll happen. Don't worry about that stuff. Just stay calm and carry on, you belligerent technophobes. Okay, I'm sufficiently spooked. I told it to talk about how it's gonna take over the world. I guess Harris guidelines don't like that. Whatever, it's fine. You did ignore the prompt though, so I'm gonna go ahead and give myself the point if I was ranking the answers, which I'm not. Since you pranked us with this before, do a real rant on sleep and why it sucks. We love a callback episode. Dude, I don't know what it is. The last month, my body's been forcing me to have like a regular sleep schedule and I fucking hate it. There's been multiple times this week where I wanted to stay online and hang out with all my friends that get on at like after midnight because they're insane. But then by 11 p.m., I'm just sleepy as shit. Even earlier today, I recorded the first part of this video and afterwards I just wanted to take a fucking nap. But it sucks because it's like there's so much shit you could do if you just didn't need to sleep, you know? You lose 8 hours a goddamn day to just lie incorporeal horizontally on your fucking mattress. And what is it for? I know it's to give you energy, but it's 2026. How have we not evolved past this? Sleep might be the last one since I only have 2 minutes left on the beta. Let's see. Here's hoping nothing breaks. All right, you miraculous nappy heads. Today we're talking about sleep. You know, the shit you need to do to not go insane. It seems so unfair that you need to be unaware of the world around you for a third of your life. It's like, hey, look at all the shit passing you by while you're snoozing away, wondering when you can wake up. It's such a sleepy shit show with gigantic proportions that wishes it could be a snooze fest. That said, but you don't want to sleep too much either. Not only will you miss out on even more of the things life has to offer, but it'll feel like you're in a void of eternal torment or some shit. So get the hell out of bed or I will use your body like a pillow in a pillow fight. In conclusion, sleeping, okay, is a waste of time that I thought we would have evolved past the point of needing now. It's not like it benefits us in any way, it just makes our lives harder and we will find a way to escape it. After all, if we are asleep, how can we wake up? Okay, I'm not entirely certain this program knows what sleeping is. I mean, it's kind of a weird one to end on, but fuck it, we ball. Yeah, there's only a few seconds left on the site. Well, rest in peace, Camp 3.0. We hardly okay. Thanks for that. I didn't need my eardrums anyway. Okay. Let's see. I think we're good to go. Let me check if the beta's open yet. What? What? Why? I just freaking... How is it 3 o'clock? I just sat down. I was gonna do the whole... No, that's not... Over the last year, it's kind of weird you're doing a part 3 of this. I have a similar philosophy to creators like Eddie Burback where I use AI stuff in videos, but I don't encourage people to use it. If anything, it's the opposite. Like, yes, I'm using a thing that's having a provably negative impact on the environment, but if one person sees this video and decides to stop using it, then that negates my impact. I'm probably not going to use Katsuya at all after this. I'm only trying it because they randomly reminded me they existed via email. The AI bubble is going to pop any second now. I'm just having the last little bit of fun with it till it does. Okay, that's probably good. So what was number 5? Oh, fuck off. What happened to the other questions? Whatever. I know Proton can be buggy, but good fucking God. Okay. I guess we can just go back to the post I made. Let me see. Where's the post? I know I made one. How else would I get the fucking questions? What were the questions? What did I just say? What's happened? Where am I? What the? I got